You may not be aware, but in Townsend, Tennessee, there is a hidden jewel to be found. Situated in the woods is an oasis of beautiful scenery, excellent service, and fine dining. A TripAdvisor Certificate of Excellent recipient. And Wine Spectator's 2022 Restaurant Award of Excellence. Welcome to The Dancing Bear, Appalachian Bistro. Say Jack just murdered out this menu. He knows it forwards and backwards. What he has suggested, which is what we typically do, we're going to go with the black and blue beef tips here. There's a lot on this menu that we probably could get. Appalachian Lunchable, shrimp and grits. I mean, he also said that the oysters are good. We're not too much on the oysters, and I'm also not too much on pork belly either, so we went with the beef tips there. We are going to get this Caesar salad to share.
They say that they could split it back there.
Yeah.
They recommended that.
They recommended splitting the salad, so they said we could do that. And but they also had the strawberry and tomato salad, which sounds really good. So as it comes to the mains, I think he suggested two things right up off the rip. The sweet tea brine pork chop. They said that it is actually marinating in that sweet tea. Citrus sweet tea for 2 days. All right, so that's this dish here. And then the truffle filet mignon. It's got the hollandaise sauce. It sounds really good. He says he knows that everybody's had good filet places, but this is another level. There's also a lot of other stuff on the menu here: chicken and ratatouille, the succotash, cauliflower, the Wagyu smash burger. I knew people would just murder me for getting a burger here, so I didn't get it, but I really wanted to get that Wagyu. They said they just entered an agreement with a Wagyu farm on the Tennessee-Kentucky border, and that's where that comes from. There's Jack right there. You mind, Jack?
Hello.
I was just talking about how well informed you were of this menu, so
thank you.
We're definitely giving you your props there.
I've done a lot of practice, and I've had everything on that at least once.
Okay.
At least.
I think that's important. So I think we're going to go with the sweet tea pork
great.
chop and the truffle filet. So what do you think about it so far?
I think it's really cute. The details in here are really cute, like with the fireplace, the candles. These are real flowers.
Real flowers, and they bring a candle out for you as well. They said they're about to bring out some bread. He's going to let us know what that's all about once he gets here.
He chose it based off of what salad we got.
Yeah. He said there's he also said there's different types, so they have different types that they can bring, and it changes daily. So that's a really cool thing about the menu is that it's not. They try to do farm to table as much as possible. So what you see on the menu today, if you come next week, some of it may be there, some of it may not, depending upon what's available, because they want to locally source everything. So here is the appetizer, the starter. Jack?
Those are the black and blue beef tips. So what we have is from the base, we've got a salsify puree, and the red or the orange sauce is a red pepper roux. And we've got some Georgia olive oil along with the chimichurri that this was marinated in. You can kind of see that. And then we've got the bleu affine, which is a French blue cheese. It's very mild. It appeals to the masses. That's why we kind of sought that one out. Pickled peppers, edamame, beans, and then there's celery leaves on top of it.
Wow, that's beautiful.
Cool. I'm excited to see what you guys think about it.
Thanks, Jack.
Of course. Enjoy.
What What is that now?
This is focaccia with whipped salted butter. I brought you one before your salads come, just in case you want to clean that up. I can bring you some more with your
That's
salads.
an
if you
excellent
want.
idea. And right now, Jack's taking a different type of bread to another table. So they
Yeah.
had, like we said,
They
they
pair
had a
them
different
well.
type. Yeah, absolutely. This plate is a rock. It's like
It's
a,
adorable.
yeah. It feels like slate or amethysta.
That appetizer, I don't think you're expecting a lot of spice when you hear like beef tips. Now I'm sure in the description it says why that's there, but what you do is you take the blue cheese
Yes.
and it cools it down, and I love blue cheese. It's either that or Caesar.
But
I
you
never
can
do
eat it,
ranch.
you can eat it without the blue cheese. It's not too spicy, but it does have spice.
The
It does have a
blue
kick to it.
che-
The
yeah.
beef tips.
The blue cheese, it makes it really good though, and it is so smooth. I've never tasted anything like it before. The blue cheese itself. To say that about blue cheese, I mean, come
Yeah,
on.
you've eaten a lot of blue cheese at a lot of different
Oh, yeah.
places. And the beef tips also, I mean, the first couple bites of that, our waiter came back and I was like, man, this is probably the freshest thing I've ever tasted. I thought I knew what fresh tasted like before I bit into that, and that changed the definition for me.
Is where water is continuously moving.
So it's kind of like a cakey, crispy cornbread,
There's some delta,
but lighter.
the oysters aren't
Light, the middle isn't as light, or isn't as heavy as cornbread.
There's so much going on. I have no idea.
Yeah,
I would
yeah.
love, John, have you done this?
It's really good. And here's the charred Caesar. That is beautiful. So this is like a wedge.
Yeah. Is she cute?
So Jack was just telling us that the reservation system, they dedicate 2 hours for every guest that comes in. So once those hours fill up, or once that hour slot fills up, they don't have anybody else in.
Yeah.
So that's extraordinary. And the service here has been, I mean, unlike any other place in this area. You know, I mean, on par with probably other high-end restaurants that we've ate at in different cities. But
Yeah.
as far as this place is concerned, and the Smokies, there's not service like this. Greenbrier gets close, but so far I would say that
Greenbrier has one person that's going around and
Yeah,
making sure
Barbie.
everybody's having
yeah,
experience.
every
a good
staff member
experience.
here does that.
But it's like they have, all of them are her.
Yeah, for sure. And this Caesar, man, I was just telling Brittany that it was as if every bite, there was somebody back there making sure every bite of this Caesar had every element in it. So you got the char, you got the croutons, you got the Caesar dressing. I mean, it was just all, there was just enough.
Yeah.
You know, it was just enough.
I've never had charred Caesar salad.
Yeah.
And you've seen all the toppings on top. It's because when you take it off, and also there's a crunch with the salad still. But I think if a kid never had salad before and that was their first salad they've ever had, they would love salad because it gives you a different texture that you're accustomed to with still the freshness that's there. And when you take it, you pull it off and it slides through every topping you need. So you get the Caesar dressing, you get the cheese, you get the bits on there. So you get with every bite what's supposed to be there. And so
100%.
every bite is amazing. You don't have to, like the last 2 bites are as good as the first bite that you take.
They brought out the heavy artillery. It's about time for that pork chop and that filet.
I like that they bring everything out as you need it.
Yeah.
You know?
Like down to the silverware that you need to be using at that time.
You mean like this?
Very thoughtful.
Right here? This one? There we go.
Thank you so much.
Oh, wow.
All right.
So can you have time to run us through this?
Of course I can. Some microgreens. That is called duck sal. That is a finely chopped shallot and Mossy Creek mushroom mixture. That is the truffled hollandaise sauce on top. We've got some roasted Yukon potatoes and Romanesco, which is like a hybrid between cauliflower and broccoli. some peppers with that, and then in a circle around it, that is the rosemary port wine reduction. And the synergy is when both those sauces mix. It's kind of
So you want to mix the hollandaise with the
yeah, or even if it gets on the veggies or anything. Of course, I can bring you more if you want, no problem at all.
Right.
And on this one, we've got starting at the top. There is a green tomato jalapeno jam, a chutney. There is a red eye reduction, like so we actually use coffee in the making of that sauce. That
wow.
is spoon bread, which is like an Appalachian stuffing, and we season that with, it's called Tasso ham. It's like country ham, except for it's seasoned and smoked at least two or three times, or 3 times minimum. So it's more like a seasoning. It adds another level to the dish, and then sautéed carrots, different colored carrots. They're cosmic carrots from Baker Creek, and some green beans.
Oh wow.
Cool.
So beautiful. It's almost the way you don't even want to eat it. Don't
Once you
mess it up.
start, though, I'll check up on you all in a minute to see what you think. Okay.
Beautiful, thanks, Jack. So we're just going to share these. I think what we're going to do is we're going to get a couple bites off of each piece of meat, mix it up nice, and then take a couple bites of it, and just kind of see what it's like.
Greenbrier's not even in the same league. There's nothing. We were trying to think of a place because we used to travel the U.S. and we would do mental health trainings, and a lot of times you would go out to really nice restaurants with that afterwards for networking and stuff. And
We've never been to like Michelin star level restaurants, but we've been to a lot of high end restaurants.
Yeah, and I don't know anything that is like this. Everything that I ate was good. Like I said, the mushrooms, but I like carrots.
Yeah.
But if I'm here, I'm not really gonna waste that space probably with a carrot. Like, I'm gonna eat all of my steak.
But it's just
But like you want to stop eating the steak that is amazing. I've never had anything like it, and I'm a Cherokee girl, teriyaki steak all day. Nothing in the area you can compare it to kind of get you guys in the mind of, oh, okay, I like that, so I like this. It's not there.
I told Brittany I was joking. I told her, like, I almost cried when I took that first bite of steak. Like, and then the waiter came, he said, yeah, he said, it's kind of like a spiritual experience.
Then what happens?
What is it now?
If you take this and do this.
Yeah, he actually suggested that.
Yeah, all these sauces that you see, you're like, I wonder what that tastes like with this.
Yes.
Because they're all so good.
All right, so we have the beef tips, the 12-ounce pork chop, fountain drinks, 8-ounce filet. Everything comes to $139.27 on the tax. While we've dined at many great restaurants over the last couple years, none is in the same league as Dancing Bear. Service, taste, quality, and experience. No one does it better. Hands down the best steak I've ever tasted. So next time you're in the Smokies, do yourself a favor and head over to the peaceful side of the Smokies for an unmatched experience with the Dancing Bear.
If you made it this far, like if you liked it, comment if you're a fan, subscribe if you're feeling it. If not, that's okay too.
Wow.